Yeah, it's all alright. I guess it's all alright. I got nothing left inside of my... So, to find how to create the hyperbola, I first found an equation, then I graphed it, and by graphing it you can see the shape of the hyperbola, which will turn into the marshmallow heater. Then I found the focus point of where the marshmallow will be, so it'll hit the most possible of the sun's rays. Then I took the distance from of the x coordinates from y, or from the y-axis, and that would be the radius of the circles that would form the structure of the 3D hyperbola. And then I multiplied them by 2 to find the diameter, and then I multiplied it by pi to find the radius, or to find the circumference of each one. And then I needed that much wire, and then I also needed 5 inches of wire from the focus point to the vertex, and I also needed 20 inches of wire just to hold up the foundation. I used books so I could evenly space the circles which made up the hyperbola. So this is what my finished marshmallow hyperbola maker looks like. I used tinfoil on the outside, or on the inside, which would reflect the sun's rays, and marshmallow inside is at the focal point, which theoretically all the sun's rays will bounce off no matter where they hit in the foil, and bounce off and hit the marshmallow, intending to heat up the marshmallow, causing it to melt. I don't know how much it'll melt, but I hope it does melt a little bit. It took a long time to make this because all the foil had to be pressed against the individual shells, or the individual rings around. So yeah, it took a long time, but let's hope it works. It's difficult to tell in the picture, but the marshmallow sank about 4 inches. Some reasons why the marshmallow didn't completely melt are, first, I think the marshmallow was a little stale. Second, the sun, it was sort of hard to position exactly so all of the sun's rays could be concentrated to hit the hyperbola, because the sun is constantly changing, and there was also some trees that were sort of making it hard to get complete sunlight. And finally, it was because the hyperbola wasn't a complete flat like smooth shape, since I had primitive building materials compared to people who make satellite dishes, for example. It was significantly less accurate. The tinfoil was crumply or so it was difficult to make all of the sun's rays bounce off and hit there, and hit in the marshmallow. And the wire that's holding up the tinfoil aren't complete circles, because I was bending them by hand, so it's impossible for them to be perfect. If I had better materials, it would be easier to do. But overall, I think it worked pretty successfully, because the inside of the marshmallow was heated up enough so it would drop or fall about 4 inches in only about 15 minutes or so.